When I inherited my uncle's 15-acre ranch in southern Colorado, I thought I was trading city stress for mountain peace. I didn't expect to walk into a full-blown feud with a woman who thought she ruled the valley. Her name, Deborah Debbie Markham, HOA president of Whispering Pines Estates. She lived in a three-story chalet-style house perched at the top of the neighboring development. Her two hobbies seemed to be sipping Chardonnay and yelling at people through her Bluetooth headset. Thing is, my ranch wasn't part of her HOA. It never was. But that didn't stop her from checking in every time I so much as trimmed a hedge. And the real problem started when I installed a gate. It was a simple 12-foot iron gate with an automatic opener. Something to give my property a bit of security and peace. The original gravel road that split off the county-maintained route led directly to my home, but HOA members occasionally wandered down it, thinking it was part of their scenic trail network. It wasn't. The moment I finished installation and tested the gate for the first time, Debbie pulled up in her luxury crossover like she'd just been summoned by a disturbance in the force. She stomped out, heels sinking into the dirt, sunglasses perched on her head like a tiara of entitlement. "You can't block access to this road," she declared. "It's my road," I replied. "Deeded easement for my property only." Her eyes narrowed. "We've used this for years. That makes it shared." "Nope. You've used it illegally for years. That makes it trespassing." And with that, I shut the gate in her face. Exactly 30 minutes later, two sheriff's deputies pulled into my driveway. Debbie was right behind them, arms folded, smug as a cat in a canary cage. "She's blocking community access," she barked. "This gate violates shared usage agreements under our HOA bylaws." Deputy Ramirez looked at her, then at me. "Mind showing me the paperwork?" he asked politely. "Gladly," I said. I walked back into the cabin, came out with the original land deed, a copy of the easement map, and a notarized letter from the county engineer affirming my private road status. I handed it over. Ramirez and his partner took 10 minutes to look through everything, checking details on a tablet. Then he turned to Debbie. "Ma'am, this is not HOA property. This ranch predates your subdivision by 27 years. The access road is private. You don't have the legal right to use it, let alone demand it remain open." Debbie's mouth dropped open. "There must be a mistake," she stammered. The trail map is irrelevant. It's not recognized by the county, unless you have documentation saying otherwise, which I assume you don't." Her silence was the answer. As the officers pulled away, Debbie stood frozen, glaring at the closed gate as if sheer willpower would make it vanish. Then came the retaliation. She began fining me. Weekly letters in the mail from Whispering Pines HOA, $500 for unauthorized structure, $750 for access obstruction, and even a $1,000 fine for visual disruption. I stacked them in a neat pile, took a photo, and emailed it all to my attorney. 2 weeks later, she received a cease and desist order and a formal complaint from the county. Apparently, I wasn't the first non-member Debbie had tried to wrangle into the HOA through intimidation. The county already had a file on her. But now she had messed with someone who kept records, had legal counsel, and a gate. Last I heard, Whispering Pines was voting on removing her as president after residents found out she'd wasted HOA funds trying to reclaim land that never belonged to them. As for me, I sit on my porch, sip my morning coffee, and hit the gate remote anytime I see headlights creeping too close. And taped to the inside of that iron gate is a copy of the deed. Big, laminated, bold font, private property. Yes, I'm sure.